Hello, my soul families all over the world. How are you? I'm using English for this video, okay? So I'm going to discuss about a famous twin flame that I approve. Oh no, or I can already confirm that they are twin flame. They're not soulmates. If you're really curious about what is a twin flame, you can check out. There's so many informations about that. But to conclude, soulmate, it's like a soul friends, right? But for the twin flame, it's your soul's twin, your twin. You are born and created at the same time. This first video, I'm going to share with you two couple of this twin flame that is well known in the world. You must have watched Titanic, right? One of the highest grossing movie of all time. I watched that movie like 3 times and on cable TV it's like more than that. And he also must know the singer Dion. I'm sorry, Celine. I could not be able to say your name right. Celine Dion. Okay. He was married with Renee, related Renee, and they have quite big age gap. I heard her story about how she fell in love to Renee. Renee was married before and Celine was in love with him already until Renee separated from his first wife and then they decided to date.
And everything changed.
Had you fallen in love by then?
I was in love a long time before that.
When did you realize you were in love?
Well, you know, I got divorced when she was about 17, 1985. We were always together, traveling together and working together.
Angelil and Dion began dating when Dion was 19 years old. They were married in December 1994 in a lavish ceremony in Montreal.
You know, the differences and sometimes the pure love between these twin flame they said that could raise the vibrations of the earth. That's why success and all of this glory a human could have, they will achieve it when they're together. So that's why when Renee becoming her manager, like she could reach the top of the world, you can say that. And then now that he passed away, I can really feel her pain, her misery, like really part of your soul was ripped and taken away from you. So it's going to be lots of healing on that.
Celine Dion's many tragic struggles. Love of her life. Dion's husband and manager, Renee Angelil, lost his battle with throat cancer in January 2016, 2 days before his 74th birthday. According to People magazine, after Angelil's passing, a grief-stricken Dion told the crowd at her Las Vegas show, "He's always been on stage with me, and nothing will ever change that."
These people is only 1% on this whole total humanity in this earth. That's why it's really rare to find these people. I am a twin flame myself and I could not be able to unite with my twin flame until now, and I really let it go because that's not the only purpose, the sole purpose of these twin flame meetings. It also to assist this world to see the unconditional love, even though that we're not together, we can always support each other. And this union between Celine Dion and also Renee is one of the most amazing one I see, because they are really meant for each other, no matter how different. And one interesting thing about twin flame union in these days, in this era, I see God gave us big differences, because once we could be able to break those differences and see what is really important, which is love, that is when the world healed. But twin flame also is one of the most challenging relationship ever. I've seen lots of heavy stuffs from my clients' problems beyond normal people because they're twin flames. So when you reach high, you reach really high. But when you are low, you are really low. More than other soulmates couple.
Devastating twist of events, Dion's brother, Daniel Dion, died of complications from cancer just 2 days after Renee Angelil's death. Prior to his death, Angelil's health had been an ongoing issue for nearly 20 years. According to People, he was first diagnosed with cancer in 1999. In response to the diagnosis, Dion put the music business on hold at the height of her career so she could care for her husband. Long road to motherhood. One of their biggest struggles came in 2009 when Dion and Angelil suffered a miscarriage. Despite the heartbreak, Dion kept an optimistic outlook when speaking to Oprah Winfrey a month later.
It's life, you know? A lot of people go through this, but it's not being told because it's not in newspaper. We're still trying. We're on the 5th try, and I tell you, if 5 is my lucky number, this 5th try is gotta come in. Right?
In a happy turn of events, the couple announced in May 2010 that they were expecting twins. Dion revealed on the Today Show that she wasn't afraid of losing her ability to sing because her family is her most treasured accomplishment.
I don't depend on my success and my singing. Don't get me wrong, I love what I do, but I don't hold on to that.
If you guys wonder how can I really know about those things, I'm quite spiritual. I almost passed away due to lupus disease, and after that, when I survived from that, my life really changing, and I become more spiritual, even so spiritual that I become a spiritual advisor, life coach, motivator, healer. You can say that, and I can see this clearly on twin flame vibration, uniting this two people, two twins, into becoming a couple in a union. It's not an easy deal, but it is really possible. It is really possible. The problem is not every twin flames are in the same level of life journey. That is why sometimes they end up with a soulmate. That Renee was definitely a divine masculine and Celine is a divine feminine. It's like yin and yang. That is the first one, and we're going to the second one, which is our unique gay couple that I am certain and confirm they're twin flame. Jeffree Stars and Nathan.
It just kind of makes me sad when people try to throw that card in, and I think a lot of people hate to see others happy.
I wish there was more than 2 genders, because I'm getting really bored.
Jeffree Stars. At first watch his videos, I felt a little bit, there's something about him that is a little bit dark, you can say it. I'm sorry, Jeffrey, but let me explain it. What really changed me was when I saw Shane's Dawson documentary about Jeffrey. I watched every single videos. At one moment, it just clicked, especially when I saw him yelling at someone, yelled at some people who insulted or maybe threw some bad words about Jeffrey. That is the enlightenment for me. That man or she is a twin flame. She's a very strong divine feminine, but she was dark, really dark. You know, I already explained, when you are really high, you're really high. But when you're low, you're even lower than other people. I was in that phase. Every twin flame will always face that. That is just like the part of our soul searching. So that is so normal to feel that. Every human have that part, the dark and the light part in them. So that when I saw that, I was shocked, and so I could not be able to stop to watch until he said about Nathan.
Like, we had met for years, that we've known each other.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy. Usually my heart would be racing. I mean, especially in this situation.
And you know, I don't really meet guys online. So when he landed and came over, I opened the door, and it was like an old friend almost. It was like somebody that I'd known for a really long time. I felt really comfortable, and I just felt like myself.
I would like to say that it's a her, not a he, because she's really feminine actually. She's really feminine, even more than me. In spirituality, we believe that is not hell who will punish people but reincarnation will. Yeah. When we do that, we made mistakes and it haven't been paid by us, we will pay that in the next life. This last era, before the apocalypse, one of the most important signs is there is going to be a lot of homosexual relationship. And this is happening not because they are monsters, no, because they chose to pay their karma and being in a different form than their own true identity of soul. Feminine being in a masculine body, masculine being in feminine body. There's a lot of guys out there that is paying the karma as hard as that. Yeah, because they will have more pressure than us as a straight. It's pressure, especially if you are raised in a very religious family. Can you imagine what they've been through all of this time, being like the demon of the family? You can't imagine about that. So I really salute those souls who chose to be someone like that, who chose to pay them like that. And Jeffrey did a good job transitioning from the dark night of the soul to the light of the soul.
Yeah, this is really weird. I'm gonna put these back on.
I see him more stable now. Please don't cut yourself again. There's so many people like you. I understand that pressure. I just want you to be happy, to really embrace that. Forgive everything in the past because that is make you you. You're amazing now, right? So just live it, and forgiveness will bring you some amazing stuff in the future, because that is one of the hardest lessons. Sincerity, forgiveness is one of the hardest lessons a soul have to do.
Most people are fucking shady. Most people are just crazy, first of all.
She's been through so much betrayal, suicidal tendencies, broken hearts, fighting with family. But Nate came. I really hope they will last for the rest of their life to be together. And there's a lot of things that they can do for the world, for the humanity itself. She's already done so many good things, making people beautiful, but also humanitarian is also something that I see in Jeffrey's future, if she wants to choose that.
Well, the thing is with that, I mean, it's not about gender, it's more so about having connection with somebody, and that's just something that clicked with me and him, so.
Well, he's only been with women his entire life until meeting me. And I think that doesn't make someone bisexual, that doesn't make someone anything. I think it just makes Nathan Nathan.
Nate was straight before meeting Jeffrey, but yeah, he DMs Jeffrey, and then when they met for the very first time, boom, knowing her for the rest of their lives. Soul recognitions, they got it.
From just traveling the world, I would always fall in lust. I'm gonna say lust because to me, I've never been in love. Really, I guess that really hit me, and I really realized that when I met Nathan, I had never felt like this with someone before. I'd never had that strong of a connection. Or your boyfriend has a weird vibe, or your boyfriend just wants, your bank account. It's so crazy because I'm like, where did you even get that from? When I met him, I had really just started my company. I was not wealthy. I was not a millionaire. I did not have a crazy brand. I did not have a YouTube channel. I didn't have any of these things. So it just kind of makes me sad when people try to throw that card. Well, when I met Nathan, he had no idea, you guys, what any designer label was. He is a small town guy from Michigan.
Many people say that Nathan only aiming for that fortune, but actually, if I can say it, it's a win-win solution. It's a win-win solution. That's what twin flames relationship brings. Without Nate, Jeffrey would not be able to aim that high. on his career, on his businesses. Without Jeffrey, Nate will not be able to experience how to live that kind of life. So they're really good partner in this lifetime. What I like about Nate is he didn't choose with Jeffrey when Jeffrey has not been this big. So yeah, that is how strong a twin flame could do. When they love each other, unconditional love, the world will love them. But I'm not going to say that it's an easy path. Keep doing the right thing for your heart. But remember, not everyone is also perfect, like we were. Spread the love, Jeffrey. Nate.
Or anger or pain or lies, and it's just kind of crazy. Like, we live in a whole nother world.
That's all for this first part of Famous Twin Flame. I will make the other part, okay? But I don't know when to edit that. This is using English or this is translating, blah blah blah. So I hope this is quite interesting for you. Not only twin flames, but also other people could do this on Earth. I do hope so, because it's really beautiful to see someone's love beyond their physical or differences. Thank you so much for watching. Sending you so much love, rain, and light. Bye.
Di sudut malam yang tanpa bintang, ku duduk diam, masa terkenal. Ku sebut dia yang aku cinta.